Oh, hey. I was just about to do a neti pot. Oh, have you ever done that before? Running some warm salt water through your nose? Well, I do it at least once a week, a little bit more when I start to feel a little congested. I read this book, Breath, by James Nestor, A New Science of a Lost Art. I picked it up, to be honest, because I'm a yoga instructor, and I was like, that seems like the sort of thing I should probably read. But I felt like it was going to be like a textbook and probably be a slog. I was totally enchanted with it. I couldn't put it down. I couldn't shut up about it. If you're in my circle, you know I talked about it all the time. Very easy to read, very interesting. One of the main things I got from it, though, is the importance to be breathing through your nose, not through your mouth, because our nose has a natural filtration system. And it was talking all about like how our skulls have changed over the years and that kind of thing because of the way that we've eaten and how our food preparation is, and that because of all of that, things have changed with our nose and mouth area, and it is a little bit harder to breathe, and it's easier for things to get clogged through the nose. And our default with that is just like, oh well, I've got a clogged nose, I guess I'll just open my mouth and breathe through it. You see that all the time. People just working away at stuff in in front of the TV. But that's not helpful. Not helpful. Not only does it look sort of stupid, but no offense. But yeah, not helping you, because then the air is just coming in through your mouth and it's not being filtered, and it's going to affect you negatively. So as soon as I start to feel like, getting a little congested at my nose, I blow my nose. I have Kleenex boxes all over the place. My friends have noticed this, that there's one in every room. Even as soon as you walk in my house, right there on the stairs, bam, Kleenex box. I like to make sure that it's really clear. And yeah, so this neti thing. So I do it incorrectly. Gonna put that out there right now. Don't do what Nikki does. I'll tell you what I do correctly. So first of all, this is it. It looks like a little Aladdin's lamp. Mine is ceramic. You don't have to have ceramic. So you're supposed to have like distilled water. I tried that for the first little while, and I just found I wasn't getting around to it. It's not that hard, but I wasn't doing it. So I just do it in the shower typically. Yes, there are some chemicals in water that maybe shouldn't go in your nose, which is why I would say don't do it my way, but actually doing it that way, make sure that I do it. Also, it's a lot less likely that I'm going to bonk my head on a tap in the shower. But for this demonstration, I will do it here. So I have filled it with a little pinch of salt. I have a little bag of salt. It's a sea salt that I got at a health food store forever ago, like at least 15 years ago. I'm assuming salt doesn't go bad, because I don't know if you're supposed to use table salt. I'd look into that. I don't know if that's the same thing. Anyway, so your distilled water that's at room temperature, a little bit warmer is nicer for this experience. So if it can be like lukewarm somehow, that'd be great. If you're doing it at your sink, I've got a pretty big tap here. I've never done it at this sink, because this is a fairly new house to us, and as I say, I do it in the shower typically. So be aware of where your sink is, so you're not whacking your head against it. Have done that at other places before. Yeah, and so you put it in one nostril. This is the one time you do want to breathe through your mouth, because your nose is going to be occupied, and you let it run through. So it's going to go up and then down at the other side. So remember, breathe through your mouth. Remind yourself to relax, because it is a feeling somewhat similar to like if you jump into a pool and the water goes up your nose. So it's not the most comfortable thing, but you're doing it on purpose and it's for a reason. Yeah? Okay. I'm going to do it this way so it's an even better shot. Okay, so it's in my nostril. I'm tilting my head a little. So I go, and then I take it up here, and then I push it down so it comes out. Yummy, right? How sexy am I right now? And then I'm gonna give my nose a blow, which, you know,
I'm not going to do it all on camera. And then you do it the other way. Pop her in. I always make sure I lift my elbow. I find that helpful. Watch where your thing is, or your tap. Relax, mouth open. And then it just comes out. And that's how you keep your nose clear. This is a big deal to me, a game changer, because most of my life I was sick. Like super sick, like in a cold respiratory way, every year from September to May. I feel like anytime I'd ever be on a phone call with a friend, I would have to be like, hang on just a second, because they're like, coughing like crazy. And it was just my norm. I was just like, that's just who I am. I'm always coughing. I'm always congested. That's just the way it is. And then I found this. And now if I have a cold, it's extremely rare, and I have it for like this long, and I'm a healthy person. So that's what I'm telling you. So yeah, maybe check it out. Feel free to ask me questions. And yeah, Neti Pot, NITINETI Pot. You know what I've also learned, and I'm going to tell you, you're doing a little like things to do and things not to do. And I'm very serious when I say this. Don't do this. Don't put cayenne in it. Why on earth would you put cayenne in it, Nikki? Oh, well, because I was really tired of being sick once. I guess I had a cold that lasted more than that. And I was like, oh, I'm so sick of this lasting longer. You know what? Cayenne pepper, like when you eat spicy things, you know, things run and everything comes out. So I'm just going to put a little dash of cayenne pepper in that salt water, and if I could use a bunch of swear words, I would, to explain what a terrible idea that was. Don't use the cayenne pepper, but do use salt water that's distilled and fairly and warmish, because, you know, your body is warm, and so if you put cold in there when it's warm, like, it's just better if it's closer to your body temperature. Yeah, which maybe you could hang on to your neti pot for a little while or something like that to like warm it up. Anywho, there you go. There's a little tip. Have a wonderful rest of your day.